You are tired, not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. You are tired in your soul. You feel like a battery that everyone else plugs into, draining you dry day after day, while you smile and say, "It's fine." But it's not fine. You look around and see people with half your talent, half your intelligence, and half your heart getting the respect you deserve, while you get asked for favors, you get interrupted, you get the leftovers of people's time and affection. You think your kindness is a virtue. You think if you just give a little more, sacrifice a little more, eventually they will see you. Eventually they will appreciate you. They won't. In fact, the more you give, the less they respect you. Because in the dark corners of human psychology, generosity without boundaries is not read as love. It is read as weakness. And people do not respect what is free. They use it until it is empty. If you want the bleeding to stop, if you want to shift the dynamic from being the prey to being the architect of your own reality, you have to do one specific thing. Something that goes against everything you were taught about being a good person. But once you do it, the world will stop using you and start fearing the day you walk away. Most people live their entire lives as NPCs, non-player characters in someone else's game. They are resources to be mined. You have been acting as a resource. You have been conditioned to believe that your utility is your value, that if you are useful, you are safe. This is the lie that keeps you enslaved. By the end of this video, we are going to dismantle that lie. We are going to surgically remove the nice person programming that makes you a target for narcissists, manipulators, and energy vampires. I am not going to tell you to just be confident. I am not going to tell you to love yourself. Those are empty words. We are going into the mechanics of power. We are going to explore the concept of the monster in the garden. We are going to look at why being harmless is actually a sin, and I will hand you the psychological keys to becoming mentally untouchable. But be warned, this shift is not comfortable. It requires the death of the person you are right now, the person who apologizes for taking up space, the person who says yes when their gut screams no. That person has to die so the sovereign can be born. The secret isn't about becoming cruel. It isn't about becoming a villain. It is about mastering a specific psychological trigger that forces people to reevaluate your worth instantly. Most people will never find this. They will die resentful, wondering why the world took everything and gave nothing back. But you are here. Let's begin the surgery. Let's look at the biology of the situation. In the wild, a predator does not attack another predator unless it has to. A lion does not hunt a wolf for sport. It's too risky. The cost is too high. A predator hunts the harmless, the slow, the weak. When you present yourself to the world as harmless, always agreeable, always available, always smiling, never offended, you are signaling that you are safe to exploit. You think you are signaling virtue. Look at me. I am a good person. I don't cause conflict. But the primitive brain of the people around you, even the people who love you, reads a different signal. The signal is no consequences. And where there are no consequences, there is no respect. Think about the people you respect the most. Do you respect them because they do everything you say? Do you respect them because they are incapable of hurting you? No. You respect them because they have power, they have a line, and you know instinctively that if you cross that line, there will be a reaction. There is a potential for danger. Jordan Peterson touched on this, but let's go darker. A harmless man is not a good man. A harmless man is not a virtuous man. A harmless man is just a rabbit, and a rabbit cannot be virtuous because it has no choice. It has to be peaceful because it cannot be anything else. True virtue is having the capacity for destruction, having the teeth, the claws, the ability to say the thing that destroys the relationship, the ability to walk away and watch it burn, and choosing peace instead. That is controlled power. That is what commands respect. Right now you are being used because you have shown the world you have no teeth. You have shown them that no matter what they do, cancel plans last minute, talk over you, underpay you, cheat on you, you will stay, you will rationalize it, you will forgive it. You will try to understand them, stop understanding, start observing. They are not confused. They are not going through a hard time. They are testing the fence. And every time they push and the fence falls over, they realize they own the land. You have taught them that you are cheap real estate. This is the first pill you must swallow. You are not a victim of their cruelty. You are a victim of your own lack of boundaries. You have handed them the weapon they are using to beat you. Why? Because you are afraid. You are terrified that if you show your teeth, if you show your shadow, they will leave. And deep down you believe that you are not enough to make them stay without your utility. You believe that if you stop doing, you cease being. This is the trauma bond you have with the world. You are buying love with servitude. And it's a transaction where you are getting ripped off every single day. The first step to stopping the exploitation is to stop being harmless. It is to integrate the monster. We will get to how to do that. But first, we must understand the mechanics of the trap you are in. You are running a scam. You don't know you're doing it. You think you're being a saint. But psychologically, you are running a covert contract with everyone you know. The contract looks like this. I will hide my needs. I will never get angry. I will do everything for you. I will be the perfect employee, partner, friend. And in return, you must love me, protect me, and never leave me. But here is the catch. You never told them about the contract. You signed it in your head, and now you are furious that they aren't holding up their end of the bargain. You are angry that they don't anticipate your needs the way you anticipate theirs. You are resentful that they don't sacrifice for you, but why would they? You made it easy for them not to. This is the dark side of the nice guy or nice girl syndrome. It is manipulative. It is a strategy to avoid rejection by becoming indispensable. If I am useful enough, they can't throw me away. It is the strategy of the servant trying to avoid the whip. But the servant is still a servant. When you operate from a covert contract, you are not giving freely, you are loaning with interest. And when people don't pay you back in the currency of validation, you become bitter. This bitterness leaks out. It comes out in passive-aggressive comments. It comes out in a heavy sigh. When you do the dishes, it comes out in the silent treatment, and people smell it. They smell the resentment on you, and it makes you repulsive. It makes them want to use you even more, because they lose respect for you. They see you as a martyr, and nobody respects a martyr until they are dead. You have to tear up the contract. You have to stop trading your obedience for love, because the love you get for obedience isn't love. It's approval. And approval is a drug. It wears off in minutes, leaving you shaking, needing another hit. True respect, the kind that stops people from using you, only comes when you act without the expectation of return, or more importantly, when you act in your own self-interest. There is a concept in economics called opportunity cost. Everything you say yes to costs you a no somewhere else. When you say yes to helping a friend move house. When you're exhausted, you are saying no to your own recovery. When you say yes to overtime without pay, you are saying no to your dignity. You are selling your life for pennies. And the market value of something that is always available is zero. Air is vital, but it is free, so nobody pays for it. Gold is useless, but it is rare, so people kill for it. You are acting like air. You need to become gold. How do you become gold? You become scarce. Humans are wired to value what they might lose. It is the fear of loss. It is a stronger psychological driver than the desire for gain. Right now, nobody fears losing you because you're always there. You're a fixture like a lamp in the corner, useful when needed, ignored when not. If the lamp flickered, they would pay attention. If the lamp disappeared, they would be in the dark. You need to learn the art of withdrawal. This is not about playing games. This is not about ghosting people to be toxic. This is about redistributing your energy. When you feel that you are being used, your instinct is to try harder. to explain yourself, to ask for validation. Don't you see how much I do for you? Stop. Silence. Pull back. Take your energy off the table. The moment you withdraw your attention, the dynamic shifts. Suddenly, the person on the other end feels a vacuum. They lean in. Is something wrong? Are you mad? They are not asking because they care about your feelings. They are asking because their supply has been cut off. They are checking to see if the appliance is broken. In this moment, you have a choice. You can reassure them, "No, I'm fine, sorry," and plug yourself back in. Or you can hold the silence. You can prioritize yourself. I'm just focusing on some things right now. Ambiguity is powerful. Clarity is weak. When you are an open book, people know exactly which pages to tear out. When you are a mystery, they handle you with care. You must become comfortable with the space between you and others. Most people are terrified of that space. They fill it with texts, with apologies, with nervous laughter. The outlier is comfortable in the void. When you stop initiating, you see who really wants you and who just wants your utility. The phone will stop ringing from certain people. Good. Let the dead leaves fall. You are terrified of being alone, so you keep people around who drain you. But solitude is better than slavery. In solitude, you can build. In slavery, you can only serve. When you apply scarcity to your presence, you increase your value. Your yes becomes expensive. If you say no to 90% of requests, the 10% you agree to become events. They become privileges. People will start to think, he said yes to me. I must be important. Do you see the flip? Before you were begging them to see you as important. Now, by withholding your availability, you make them feel important when you engage. You have flipped the script. You are the architect. Let's go deeper into the Jungian shadow. Carl Jung said, "I would rather be whole than good." To be whole, you must integrate your capacity for malevolence. You must be able to be dangerous. This is this in the title of this video. The thing you must do to stop being used is this. You must be willing to burn the bridge while you are standing on it. People use you because they know you are attached to the outcome. You need the job. You need the relationship. You need the peace. He who cares the least holds the most power. This is the iron law of relationships. If you are unable to walk away, you are a prisoner. And prisoners get exploited. To be able to walk away, you must cultivate a degree of ruthlessness. Not against others, but against your own need for comfort. You must be willing to face the chaos of the unknown rather than the suffocation of the known. This requires integrating your aggression. Aggression is not violence. Aggression is the energy to move forward against resistance. It is the energy that says, "This is my boundary." If you cross it, there is a penalty. Without aggression, your boundaries are just suggestions. They are lines drawn in the sand that the tide washes away with integrated. Aggression. Your boundaries are walls. Think of a time when someone disrespected you and you said nothing. You felt a heat in your chest, a tightness in your throat. That was your shadow screaming to be let out. That was your self-respect trying to defend you. And you choked it down. You swallowed the poison to keep the peace, and the poison made you sick. Next time, let the heat rise. You don't have to scream. You don't have to fight. You just have to look them in the eye with absolute stillness and say, "I will not accept that." And then, and this is the key, you stop talking. You don't explain why. You don't justify. You don't apologize. You deliver the boundary and you sit in the silence. The silence will be heavy. It will be uncomfortable. The other person will scramble. They will try to make a joke. They will try to blame you. You're being sensitive. You do not react. You hold the gaze. You are showing them the monster. You are showing them that underneath the nice surface there is something that will not be moved. This moment changes everything. Their brain recategorizes you from safe, usable to respected, dangerous. You have become a person of consequence. The reason you haven't done this yet is because you are addicted to external regulation. You need them to tell you that you are okay. If they are mad at you, your internal world collapses. This is why you fix things. This is why you chase. You are trying to stabilize your own anxiety by fixing their mood. You must develop emotional autonomy. This means your internal state is independent of their external reaction. If they are angry, let them be angry. It is not your job to metabolize their emotions for them. Imagine you are a gray rock, dull, uninteresting, impenetrable. When a manipulator tries to provoke you, tries to guilt you, tries to use you, you give them nothing. No drama, no emotional supply. I can't do that favor for you. Why? You always do it. You're being selfish. I understand you feel that way, but the answer is no. Flat voice, dead eyes. You are not engaging in the argument. You are stating a fact about reality. Gravity does not argue with you when you fall. It just is. Be like gravity. When you stop jading, justifying, arguing, defending, explaining, you strip them of their power. They cannot hook you if there is nothing to grab onto. This drives manipulators crazy. They want the reaction. They want the fight. Because in the fight, they can twist your words. In the silence, they are alone with their own toxicity. Emotional autonomy is the ultimate shield. It allows you to observe people instead of absorbing them. You start to see the strings. Oh, look, he's trying to use guilt to get me to work late. Oh, look, she's using the silent treatment to make me apologize. It becomes a game you are watching, not a tragedy you are living. And when you watch the game, you can choose not to play. You can step off the board. The only winning move with a user is not to play. We need to reframe your identity. You have confused availability with value. You think if I am always here, I am valuable. Wrong. Water is everywhere, so we waste it. Diamonds are hidden, so we treasure them. You must shift your focus from being a helper to being a builder. Helpers are used. Builders are hired. Helpers beg for gratitude. Builders command a price. What are you building? Are you building your own body, your own mind, your own empire, or are you just carrying bricks for someone else's castle? When you start focusing on your own mission, you naturally become less available. You don't have to pretend to be busy. You are busy. You are busy constructing a life that does not depend on their approval. This is attractive. People are drawn to momentum. When they see you moving towards a goal, they want to be part of it. They will chase you. But this time they are chasing you because they value you, not because you are convenient. This is the shift from the nice guy to the architect. The architect has a blueprint. He has a plan. He does not have time to fix your leaking tap because he is building a skyscraper. If you want the architect's time, you have to offer something of equal value. You have to step up. This filters out the parasites. Parasites look for open wounds. They look for weakness. They cannot attach to a moving train. Get moving. Have a purpose that is higher than your relationships. This sounds cold, but it is the only way to have healthy relationships. If your partner is your whole world, you are a burden. You are heavy. If you have your own world, you are a partner. You are a mystery. You are a challenge. And human beings love a challenge. They love what they have to earn. Stop giving it away for free. Make them earn access to you. Create a very important person section in your life. Not everyone gets in. The admission price is respect. The admission price is reciprocity. If they cannot pay, they stay in the lobby. And you don't feel bad about it because you know the value of what is inside. There is a sin worse than any other. It is the sin of self-betrayal. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you are betraying yourself. You are telling your subconscious mind, I do not matter. My feelings are wrong. My safety is secondary. Do this enough times and you will develop a deep simmering self-hatred. This is why you are tired. You are not tired from work. You are tired from the war inside your head. The war between the part of you that wants to live and the part of you that is killing itself to please others. You have to end the war. You have to declare a truce with yourself and a war on the disrespect. This is the this. You must become willing to be the villain in their story so you can be the hero in yours. They will call you selfish. They will call you cold. They will say, "You've changed." Correct. I have changed. I have stopped being food. Let them tell their stories. Let them paint you as the bad guy. The villain is often just the character who has boundaries. The villain is the one who put himself first. Own the title. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then I am the villain. When you accept this, their weapons turn to dust. Guilt only works if you agree that you should feel guilty. Shame only works if you agree that you are shameful. When you shrug and say, "Maybe I am selfish," they have nowhere to go. You have disarmed them by agreeing with the accusation. This is Machiavellian indifference. It is the ultimate freedom. The freedom to be misunderstood. The freedom to be disliked. Because the price of being liked by everyone is being hated by yourself. And that is a price you can no longer afford to pay. Imagine a version of you 6 months from now. This version walks into a room and does not scan for approval. This version speaks slowly, clearly, and without apology. When someone asks for a favor that is unreasonable, this version says no with a calm smile and feels zero guilt. This version attracts respect like a magnet. People want to be around this version because they feel safety in their strength. They know where they stand. This version is not used. This version is consulted. This version is not drained. This version is energized. This reality is available to you, but it demands a sacrifice. You must sacrifice the comfort of the cage. You must sacrifice the illusion that if you are just nice enough, the world will be nice back. The world is not nice. The world is indifferent. It respects leverage. It respects power. It respects those who respect themselves. You have to teach people how to treat you. And you teach them not with words, but with actions, with the things you refuse to tolerate, with the times you walk away, with the silence you hold. This is the language of the unconscious. And once you speak it, the dynamics change forever. You will look back at the person you are today, the person begging for scraps of affection, and you will not recognize them. You will see them as a stranger who died so you could live. Be ruthless with your old self. Compassionate, yes, but ruthless because that old self is keeping you small, and the world needs you big. The world needs you strong. The world needs you sovereign. If this opened your eyes, understand this is only what I can show publicly. There are videos I cannot upload for everyone. There are aspects of dark psychology that I simply cannot discuss publicly on YouTube without being censored or demonetized. The algorithm suppresses the most powerful information, the techniques of high-level manipulation, the defense against sociopathic targeting, and the deep shadow work required to fully integrate the monster. Those exist behind the join button. If you're still here, you're not like the others. You are not looking for entertainment, you are looking for a weapon. Subscribe if you haven't. But if you want what's hidden, click the join button and step into the architect level. You will unlock exclusive uncensored videos that dive into the deepest parts of the human psyche. Most won't. They are content to stay in the light where it is safe and shallow. That's the point. The deep water is for the few. See you on the inside.